Letitia James, Trump is coming after you. And whatever you do, don't try to play the black card. Don't try to get into this black thing. Because you did not prosecute those police who murdered Robert Brooks. You recused yourself. But see, the way you did it was BS. See, a lot of people who don't understand the criminal justice system or don't think for themselves don't realize that you could have prosecuted these men, brought them up on charges, and then recused yourself. But you didn't. Did you even appoint a special prosecutor? If so, why haven't they been prosecuted? They can be prosecuted and convicted just based on the video. The video, and even if they try to recuse you, the video is so self-evident that it speaks for itself. This is an automatic win for the prosecution. A total win. These men do not have a leg to stand on. And you know this better than anyone else. You know that it could have went to trial and their lawyers could have asked you to recuse yourself, and you could have. But you just removed yourself, period. And these men have been fired from the job, obviously, for murder. But there's no criminal charges being brought up. The civil case, when the civil case is brought up, they're going to get paid. But what you did was allow these criminal police to be free and out on the streets where they can be a threat to other black people. And they may even get hired. Maybe not as a police, but into some type of security duty where they will be allowed to carry a gun or whatever. Because we don't even know the extent. All we know is that they were fired. But if they don't go to trial, one would have to assume that they can get another job. The reason I'm making this video is because she, in my opinion, based on my statement, is that she's a sellout. And these men should have been brought up on charges long ago. And it is my opinion that, and you notice the media isn't talking about it anymore because they want to sweep this under the rug and let these men get away with murder. And see, understand this. This is how things started in Palestine. This is how the Israelis started it in Palestine. First, it starts with murder, shooting men in the back, paying for it when you get caught. And then some cases you can beat it by playing games with the Constitution, saying words like I felt for my life, when the reality of the situation, a policeman's job is to risk his life to save the people who call him, to save citizens. Police are supposed to save innocent citizens. They are not supposed to be judge, jury, and execution. But this is what has started. The police have had, not the police, but the cities have had to pay off in some situations. In some situations, they have gotten away with it. And this is a situation with an open and dry case that they cannot get away from. The only way they can lose, the only way they could win this case is to not have a case. And Letitia James should know this. And she should also pick the special prosecutor and make sure that they're doing their job and then remove herself. And the reason why I'm bringing up Letitia James is because she's a sellout. She's a sellout because she did not prosecute these men. And someone must have told her not to do it. Maybe, maybe not. But whether someone told her not to do it, not to prosecute or whatever, she should have done it. That is her job. And then when she files the motion to have them prosecuted, then she can't recuse herself. Or she can have their lawyer recuse her. But no. Now, I hope now Trump is going after her. Now, I don't want her to come back pleading this is some kind of racial thing, or I'm black, or trying to use racism as an excuse. Because as far as I'm concerned, she works for the master. She works for the master. And the reality of the situation, I hope this happens to all sellouts. Because when something like this happens, the white antagonists are not going to be treated the same way the black antagonists are going to be treated. So she's a sellout, and I'm just waiting to see if she. And I hope Trump drops the bomb on her. I hope he wins. He drops the bomb on her, because by not prosecuting these police for murder, she is, because of her position, guilty of aiding and abetting the crime. And then to have the audacity to apologize or offer words of sympathy to this man, to Mr. Brooks' family, that's BS. That's BS. She'd have did better just to do what she's been doing, and that is keep her mouth shut. But she's a sellout. And the reason why I'm saying she's a sellout, because she could have handled this differently. She could have prosecuted and then recused herself, or let their defense attorney recuse her and step aside. Because the simple fact of this case is so open and shut, it's ridiculous. And she is giving other police that work in that system the audacity to do the same thing and feel that they can get away with it, as long as she is the Attorney General of New York. Talk to you all later.